Hey, what is going on? Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. See who we got in here. Adrian James, what's up? You're in the hot seat, baby. You're number one. As always, at the top here, I just need to check my audio. How do I sound? James, what's up? You're in the hot seat, baby. Of course, that's where it comes in. You're in the hot seat, baby. Yeah, man. So we're just ready to kick it with you guys, man. I got something fresh. Let's see who we got right now. I'm going to jump over to the comments before I hit you up with this new fresh intro. Of course, Adrian, you there? What's up, dude? And Goose, what's going on? Hey, I saw you did the A to Z challenge, I think, over there on Sue's thing. That was pretty sweet. Got Ms. Caveman in here. All right, so you know the drill, guys. I got something special for you guys this morning. We'll probably play it again in a little bit, but I finally did it, y'all. The kitchen got done, so I was able to shoot a new intro. It's dorky as hell, but you know, I'm dorky as hell. So here it comes. You know the drill. Sit back, relax, grab a sneak, grab a drink, grab a snack, and enjoy the morning mug. Hey everyone, welcome to the morning mug. Now let's chat. All right, that's it. That's the new show intro. What do you guys think? Everybody chime in. Yeah, you know when you got something in your head and you create it, and then that's it. That's what was in my head. That's what we got. So there you go. That's the new intro. Morning, 6 p.m. Hey. Mirha, right? Mirha, good to see you from Finland, 6 p.m. So my morning mug becomes your evening cocktail, right? Nice. So the rules apply. Just sit back, relax. Okay, caveman. How are you, laddie? I got KB Loves Movies in here. What's up, bud? It's awesome. We're going to be hanging soon, too. Yeah, so today will be just like a 1 hour show, maybe. I kind of forget our time. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a thing with KB today that you guys are going to see at some point. It's going to be super awesome. Very excited about that. Caveman liked it. You like that? I mean, I cooked and everything. I ate that too. I ate all that when I was done. I'm like, man, in fact, that egg was so good. Not going to lie, I cooked a second one. Stopping by to say what's up. Hey, how are you, bud? Well, hey, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Maybe in a little bit, I will pull that intro back up for all the newbies in there. But what do we got? We got 12 watching, guys. Come on, slap me that like button. I always forget. Caveman, you're the best at telling everybody to slap it. So tell them. You guys will listen to Caveman. If Caveman tells you to smack that like button, you're going to do it, right? I mean, we all love Caveman. Come on. If he says it, you have to. So now Caveman, now I need you to say it. See, I think they're just waiting on you. Like they hear me say it, and they're like, "Oh, the hands are tinkering over the bell, the bell. You know, the bell, the finger, all those buttons down there. Just click all the buttons. If you accidentally hit a super chat button, I got something special for you for that too. You guys want to see what it is? All right, this is it. So, with much appreciation, I've come to the point where I can get like super chats and stuff like that. And so, if anybody does want to contribute via the super chat, this is the tasty little morsel that you will get when you do so. Right, here we go. Look at that. Look at, he's pointing at you, telling you you're rock. Is that sweet or what? Come on, who wouldn't want that to brag about? They could play it for all their friends. Look what I got on Huck's channel. I got Alfonso Rivera doing his dance. It's silly. Yeah, man. So let's just jump in here real quick, see what you guys are up to, man. What's happening? I was on a show last night, y'all. It was super fun. It was called Fans of Something. Let me gig it up for you right here. So this was the ad for it. I was on episode 7, lucky number 7, fans of something live. And these are the cool Mo D's that were on the Haley and Eddie. And we just chatted up a storm for a couple hours, and it was most tranquil. So if you guys want to check that out, go to their channel. I'll leave a link when we're all done here. I'll put it all down below so you can go check it out. It was super fun, super cool. We had some of the Steelbook crew come in there and just start taking over. That's awesome. Talking about Jurassic Park 3 way too much. It's hilarious. Yeah, Jurassic Park 3. What's everybody's opinion about Jurassic Park 3? I don't know why that became a thing last night. I had to do an Arnold impression, but if you want to see the Arnold Schwarzenegger impression that day, you have to go see their show. So I'm not going to crack it open right now. I feel like it's a little early to, shock you guys with an Arnold impression. So go check out go check out that live from last night. The replay's going to be awesome. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? He says, will you be previewing the 4K of Saturday Night Fever? Not sure. I will see what it comes out as. For me, I'm not one of those like go get everything first day kind of guys, because half those things like a week or two later or a month later, it's like literally like $10 will drop. So, but I would love to check it out though. I'm not sure it'll be first week or something like that, but if I get a hold of it, I'll definitely do a review for it. I also want to get Elvis, but I just saw Elvis, y'all. I'll just talk real quick about Elvis. If you have not seen the Elvis Presley, did I grab a still of Elvis? No. With Austin Butler and Tom Hanks, I just really like that. It was so good. There's a lot of biopics coming out lately. You had Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man, all these things. And I got to say, I liked Rami Malek, and I liked, was it Taron Egerton, whatever, if I got his name right. But I have to say, I think Austin Butler's my favorite of these biopic performances. I think what happens is things get a little lethargic at the Oscars when, Rami Malek won last year for playing Freddie Mercury. So Taron didn't even get a nomination for playing Elton John, which I thought he was a step above what Rami did. And now comes Austin Butler, who I think is better than both. And because it takes a lot to play the king. I mean, it takes a lot to play those two, but this is freaking Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. You've got to have that charm and charisma that Elvis had the whole time. And Austin's got it, and he does a lot of his own singing, and he's very captivating to look at, like as I'm sure the real Elvis was. So if you haven't seen Elvis, I give that probably 4 out of 5 stars. Super good. I was going to do a review of it, but maybe this is my review right here, right now for you guys. You get a fresh, hot take right now on the Morning Mug. Sometimes that's what the Morning Mug does. It promotes and provokes something on the spot that only happens on these lives. So you guys are getting it. If you want to know anything else about what I thought about Elvis, ask away, and I will tell you, because that's what we're here for. Have a nice little chat, a little convo. All that good stuff. Mirha says, nice intro. Yeah, drinking coffee and trying to, Star Wars. Yeah, you're a late night worker, huh? Oh, yeah, I've been there. Absolutely. Great show last night. Thanks, Caveman. I appreciate you stopping by. A lot of Jurassic Park talk, right? Goose says, I watched Knives Out for the first time, and what a movie. Had a great time with it. I agree. I had not seen it in the theaters as well. It got lots of hype, Excuse me. You get a little worried about that too. You're like, oh, no. But I loved it. I thought it was good. I thought that girl in it was great. I forget her name, but then she appeared in the last James Bond film, and I thought she was amazing in that. So, yeah, what a fine. I'm sure that wasn't her first thing, but for me, that was the first thing I remember her with. Goose says, love the Elvis movie. Definitely want to get the 4K. I know. I bet it's going to look so good. I bet he's going to look even hotter in that 4K mode, man. Good morning. Hey, bud. What's going on? We're just talking about Elvis and how good that we thought it was. And I know you saw it, my friend. Tell the world, what'd you think? So, KB says, Anna de Armas. Of course, Anna de Armas, right? Yeah, she was in Blade Runner. Yeah. Yeah, that's like the new hot name right now. Anna de Armas. Thank you. Thanks, KB. So if you have not seen that, you got your Elvis out there. Go see Knives Out. It's all kinds of good movies to pick up. This week, am I grabbing anything? To all you blue tubers out there that are going shopping, if you're out there, the Steelbook crew, Sue, Dave, Andrew, Tony, 4K if you're going out. Ken, Sue, everybody, just good luck to you out there. Hope you find some good stuff. I don't really, yeah, I got to start work today, so I don't think I'll be running out today. But I know Elvis is coming out. So if you guys are snagging, who's snagging Elvis today? The Rose isn't a bio, but should be updated to 4K. The one with Bette Midler, yeah, man. I know. It's like a bio, right? It's like a biopic of a fictitious person. Let's see. Awesome performance by Austin Butler. He nailed it. Yes, he did. And it's amazing that he played him through so many age brackets. Like, he looked like super young Elvis, which is why I thought, are they going to go all the way? Yeah, but they just, it's all makeup, man. That's where you got brilliant makeup people in Hollywood that can make someone look older, progressively older, believably so. And and the makeup on Tom Hanks playing Tom Parker was excellent. It was very, very good. So yeah, you guys got to check it out. Let's see, what was I going to tell you? So another thing that I've tossed out there last week was this. I have a to Z challenge for everybody that's been like exploding. I swear it's like popping up on so many channels, where you have to pick one movie that starts with each letter of the alphabet and one numeric movie. And it's a super fun challenge because, you don't know what you're going to pick. It's like, I forget how I phrased it, but a lot of people are saying, I guess I said, if you're off to a deserted island, or you're going to a friend's house or whatever it is, whatever the situation is, or some, movie bomb explodes in your house and only one is left over, whatever it is, there's only one movie left per letter and numerical choice. So keep it up, y'all. I'm really digging it. This is when I made this is who had played so far. 3, 6, 9, 12. So 12 of us, including me. And since making this, there's been at least, I think, 2 or 3 others. So to all the people right here who have already participated, I thank you so much. And to those who are still to play, I'm looking forward to those as well. So, if you have a 27 film list, head over to my post of that and put it in the chats, or if you want to make a video. I'll take it. I'll take it either way. It'd be awesome. So let's see. Where's my, let's see. There it is. So yeah, I will say one of the most interesting things that I got with the challenge is seeing what titles reoccurred each time. And one interesting one is the letter Y. Because, like, I had Young Frankenstein. I saw another Young Frankenstein pop up, which is cool. But the horror movie You're Next came up quite a bit in the Y. And I thought, well, that's kind of hilarious, that's, I know Sue did an old horror, and I know Mika did an old horror. So I guess naturally it would appear in those. But even those that aren't horror, themed, it's come up as the Y. So that's funny. I saw a couple of Ferris Bueller's for F. What else were we getting out there? Z, a few Zombielands were kicking in. So yeah, that was awesome. You guys got to take that challenge. I think Jared Runner's here. What's up, Jared? Jared Runner says, yo. I say, yo, back to you, bro. Mike says, you love that challenge. And Jared said, I couldn't do it because I don't have the letter Z, but that's okay. That's okay. I forgot to mention, if you don't have a letter, just throw out what would have been your choice had you owned it. Like, I don't have this on me, but on the way out the door, I'll stop by Best Buy and I'll snag this Z, and it'll be So, right? Because, if everyone's sort of making it their own, everyone's like Sue tweaked it, Mika tweaked it. So I'm all for tweaking, man. If you're missing it, I know some people might have been missing like a Q or a V, because those were some tricky letters. So yeah, man, if you don't have the Z, don't let that stop you. Don't let it, man. Come on. Don't let that be an excuse. You can do it. A to Z. The challenge is on. I lay it upon you, sir. So you got it now. See, I've given you the out. You can pick it up on Best Buy on the way out. See? All right. I'll be looking for it this week. Let's roll. KB says, I thought Back to the Future was the most repeated. Yep, that was a pretty popular B. So the Universal Monster movies on 4K is worth the bucks. So here's I cannot, KPL knows to believe when I got to the U. I think when I got to the U, it was the one thing I hadn't quite picked, and then I saw Uncut Gems right next to Untamed Heart. Part of me wishes I actually would have picked Untamed Heart just as a title less people have heard of. And then I saw someone, I forgot who it was, they picked a smaller Universal Monster box. I said like 8 movies. I'm like, oh my God. And the reason I don't see it is because my Universal box set isn't on the shelf. It's like it's on this shelf thing, but way up top. It's literally sitting on the top. And of course, I'm just scanning the shelves like this. I could have done a cheat for you, and gotten 30 Universal Monster movies. That's one I would like a do-over for. So I was like, oh man, I missed that one. It just means though I would have had to have removed one of the other cheats to get that, which I think I could have done. Like, yeah. Maybe even just go with the first Back to the Future and make it just that one movie, and then get that 30 movie Universal, right? Because that's dope. That's such a great set. I watched all of those last October, and I'm hoping to do another killer horror, all month long kind of thing. I've already started stacking up some titles. So if you got some, if you guys got some creepy movies out there, my wife can't watch these a lot, so I may have to watch a lot of them in the morning or something like that. But if you got some good horror movies, I'll do some favorite repeats, but I would also like to watch some things I haven't seen yet. I think Tim had mentioned one as like more of a disaster movie called The Wave, which I couldn't find and get a hold of when I was doing my disaster month. So that sounds kind of scary, though. Even though it's disaster, it sounds scary. Well, I might want to find that one. I thought I had Yes Man on Blu-ray, but I guess I don't have anything that starts with Y. Oh, yeah. And it doesn't have to be Blu-ray. I saw a bunch of cats pulling DVDs, man. It's all about movies. I think on mine, I said A to Z movies, but other people were putting, Blu-ray challenge on their thing. So it's not necessarily because, people are also pulling 4Ks. So I think it's just whatever movie you have in whatever format. I think it'd be hilarious if somebody was like, and here's my VHS of A-Team, whatever, A-Team. Here's my laser disc. Formats don't matter, man. It's all about just grabbing that title for that letter. But yeah, you didn't have a Y. So no Young Frankenstein either. Oh, I tell you, Young Frankenstein, what a classic. So good. Bang That Bell should just like Amanda Heard did to Johnny. That's right. That's right. I didn't hit you, Johnny. I didn't hit you. Well, I mean, like you're saying, I didn't like punch you. Yes, I hit you, but I did not punch you. That was the most hilarious video or audio. Yes, I hit you, but I didn't punch you. Wow. Okay, that ought to do well for your trial there. Did you watch Cobra Kai? I do. So obviously I got my Cobra Kai shirt on. Forgot to mention in the chats that we'll chat about some Cobra Kai. Started last night when we got in. Of course, I only got to see 2 episodes. Or did I see 2? Or did I see 3? I might have plowed through 3. Yeah, I was on a binge last night. I didn't see them all, but I started it, man. I just dig that show. I'm curious where they're going with it. Like right now, it's interesting because it's all about, Cobra Kai's like rise to power. So it hasn't had a lot of like the kids interactions so much like that you usually have by now. It's more about all the adults now and what's going on with that. So I'm curious if that's going to do a little flip because the show has been very kid centric with, obviously the adults are kind of the linchpins for everything. So I'm not going to talk about I'm not going to spoil things by saying what's going on, but I'm digging it. It is also, I guess the most challenging thing, and maybe not as long as they pull it off, is watching guys who are much older, probably all my age, like the 50s, maybe some over in their 60s. I'm not sure how old all of them are, but like when they're all doing kung fu against all these younger guys and they're whooping ass, and I'm like, yeah, I think there's some editing involved in that. Editing, sound effects, stunt doubles, because like I watched a fight last night where some dude took out these like 5 guys or 6 guys. I'm like, I don't think so, but you let it go. You got to believe it, though. That's that movie magic. You got to say, oh, no, that guy, he's like one of them special ninjas, he can whoop everybody's ass. So, yeah. So, I'm watching it. Are you guys watching it? Are you guys digging some Cobra Kai? Yeah, tell me. Let me know. Talk, chat. Let's go. I don't have an X, so I chose X because that's something I like to watch at some point. Oh, I like that. Yeah, a lot of people, actually, I would say, KB, that almost rivaling, if not rivaling Back to the Future, is X. A lot of people just picking X or an X-Men movie. No surprise there. But X, I have seen pop up quite a bit as well. I chose X-Men United, X-Men 2. And I know at least a couple other people picked that particular one as well. It's funny that if someone does pick X-Men, which X-Men they pick. So, because everyone's got like a different favorite X-Men. Someone picked Days of Future Past. Someone picked First Class. Yeah, I picked, a couple picked United. No one's picked X-Men 3 yet, Last Stand. I can't wait for that because I know that's got to be somebody's favorite. And personally, I know people like crap on that. I think just because it's not Bryan Singer doing it. But there's a lot of fun stuff in part 3. There's actually, the giant battle at the end. It's got all the heroes and stuff. That's the one thing that movie has that the other two don't. Because the first X-Men had such a limited budget that end scene, if you watch, it's sort of like each hero gets a moment. It's like Jean Grey takes his mask off, he shoots, Wolverine slashes, it's like, and then Storm hits the lightning, and then it's over. Like it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 time. Whereas in Last Stand, you really get like Magneto's lifting the bridge. It's a pretty massive ending. So I think there's certain things in that are enjoyable that no one really talks about, but maybe people just don't like it like I do. I don't know. Ghost 86, he says, I only have 2 movies for the letter U and 2 movies for letter V. Well, that's good. You got 2. For the letter U, I have Uncle Buck, awesome, and Uncharted. See, those are both 2 solid picks. I saw Uncle Buck pop up a lot. For the letter V, I have Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. See, those are great. Look, I think when I hit V, I don't know if you saw my video, but I only had 1 V. I was like, how do I just have Vacation? And it wasn't even the Chevy Chase Vacation. It's the Ed Helms, Christine Applegate Vacation, which I think is really hilarious. If you guys haven't seen it, it's funny. Look, that's it. I'm going to go out on the line and say it is funny. When Christina Applegate goes back to her college and everyone's like praising the name of this girl that used to be the party animal, and they realize, oh, it's her. And then she wants to prove that she's still that girl. Oh my God. Christina is so good. So good. If you cannot laugh with Christina Applegate in that scene, you don't know comedy, because she is fantastic in that scene. Hellraiser, you watch during the day. Okay. All right. Yes, I can do that. I can watch Hellraiser during the day. Beautiful Kitchen. In another life, I designed appliances for general. Oh, sweet. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that was a long time coming. It took about a month to get that kitchen done, because also for a week we went away to Cancun. Thanks to freaking Cancun, it gave us COVID. That's why I still got, sometimes when I talk for a while, my throat gets dry and scratchy. That's like a lingering. If you notice anybody that's ever caught COVID, thanks a lot, Cancun. You can have things that just linger that are just annoying, and this is mine. So got to keep going for you. I'm already halfway done with my tea. Oh no. Hook, fans of something. Look, fans of something. Look, you missed this earlier. I was bragging about you. Bam! Look at that. I was saying how much fun we had doing the show last night. It was most excellent. Pretty cool. Let's see how many we got. We got 22 watching now. All right, this is perfect. All right, for everybody, because only like 2 people saw the new intro. For everybody that just got here, I had fun making this in the new kitchen. So you're going to get to check out my new intro and here, and there's going to be something special about every intro. So if you come back next week, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's a la Simpsons, but here you go. to the morning mug. Now let's chat. All right, there you go. So now, like 20 of you got to watch the brand new intro. What y'all think? I mean, sliding around in my kitchen. It's, when you start shooting that, I'm like, what if I just slid in on my socks right to the stove? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All the choices you make while you're doing it. It's like, smile while I season the egg. I don't know. So yeah, so that's the new intro. And if you watch next week, there could be like, something different. What is it? I don't know. You have to come. Yeah, got to come back. Fan says, good morning. How was dinner? Dinner was good. It was good. Although, because it went a little longer, like us wrapping it up. So they had already started eating. So, but it was still good. Still good. Had some sausage last night. Sausage and pasta, and broccoli, all that good stuff. Tim, what's going on? Howdy, Huck. Are you out driving, sir? You out bringing people Christmas cheer early with all their packages? I'll tell you, every time I get packages, it's like Christmas waiting on the doorstep. It's like, movies! And then you open it and you realize, oh, this one's for my wife. It's not for me. I do that. Like one time there was like, we're buying a lot of stuff for our daughter because she's at school and she does color guard and she needs like makeup and all this stuff and gloves and this and that and shirts. And so like for like a week, every package would land on the doorstep. And I'm like, I'm like, you didn't even order anything last week. Well, I just assume every package that hits the doorstep is a movie. Isn't that ridiculous, right? But yeah, so I was quickly given a reality check. It's daughter, wife. Yeah. In fact, I don't think I've gotten a movie in the mail in quite a bit. I need to order something, y'all. I need to order Killer Clowns. I've been getting all this Killer Clowns merch. Like you saw in the intro, I got the mug. I mean, over here, if you watch all my Spirit Halloween videos, it's all about, procuring Killer Clown merch. So I yesterday went overboard at Walmart. Oh, did you? See, they can't leave me hanging. I assume you're going to fill me in on what that was. I want to know. What'd you get? What'd you get, man? I got to know. I got to know how crazy you went. Ken, what's going on, Huck, man? It's good. It's good. Were you here? Did you see my intro just in time? Yeah, man. Ken's the best. Ken's going to be on Fans of Something next week. So it's going to be good. Yeah. Now, hopefully they won't all talk about Jurassic Park 3, but maybe I'll come in and I'll start it. That's right. See? I see how it is. I'll start. She sure knew how to take a poop. What? Oh, moving on. Let's see. X-Men First Class is my favorite. Yep, Ken, I think that's the one I was thinking. I had to use my cheat on that. That's good. No, but see, I like seeing where people use cheats because you don't have to, but I like when they go, you know what? I'm going to use cheat here because I want to, like, for me, like, I could just pick the first Back to the Future. Well, technically I couldn't because I don't have the single. So I could put it in a loose case, I guess, but how lame is that? Just some spare Blu-ray case, like, Back to the Future, no wrap or anything on it. So it's good to, like, take a cheat so you get a couple more movies out of it. And I was saying earlier when we were talking about you, Ken, is I totally spaced out on my Universal Monster 30 movie box set. Like, how do you not pick that as a huge cheat? Like, yeah, like Sue did a great cheat for F. She did Friday the 13th because she did the horror thing. And of course, she grabbed the whole big old, Friday the 13th box set from Scream. So that was pretty sweet. Adrian's like, Kenny Levels. What's up, Ken? Only thing good about First Class was Magneto and his horn helmet. Dave Cockrum style. Hey, Adrian. I prefer McAvoy and Fassbender as Xavier Magneto. I love their dynamic in that movie. Now, Ken, do you prefer them because they're younger? And because, I mean, there was some serious pedigree with Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. I think they also had chemistry. Like you believe there was a history between those two. Actually, I feel like both duos did this great job of establishing that they really know each other. And I think because you had McKellen and Stewart do such a fantastic job making that relationship work, those two had to do that, right? You had to find two guys that were as good as those two so that you could believe it. But yeah, I think they were pretty good together as well. I love Christina Applegate, says Mayor Haas. She says, thanks for reminding me of that movie. I have seen it, but I need it for my collection. It was hilarious. Look, guys, I tell you right now, if you haven't seen the Ed Helms Christina Applegate Vacation, Look, pound for pound, I'm going to say I feel like I laughed more at that vacation than Chevy's. That's the sometimes I think Chevy's stuff is hit and miss. Now, unlike Christmas Vacation, which is a laugh a minute, it's my favorite of all the vacation movies with Chevy. And the first one has its good chuckles, but I busted out laughing several times at the Ed Helms one. So, all right, that's it. I'm just like hyping the hell out of that movie. All right, the Q was interesting. I have Quantum of Solace. Yeah, Quantum of Solace is a good one on a single release, but I also have the whole James Bond set with Quantum of Solace in it. Mm-hmm. See? Which would you pick? Although I guess you could, like, is the cheat on that B for Bond? I guess it's how the box is labeled. Although I think some people are sort of doing the cheat that way. Like, if the movie's in the box, no matter what the box is called, they did their cheat that way. That's okay. I like that go. But for me, when I did it, my box had to start with the letter. So if it's Rocky, it was the Rocky box set. It was Back to the Future box set. So my cheat started with that letter. What I wanted in it started with the letter as well. But yeah, we had a pool party. We didn't, but I went to one over the weekend, and we started talking about this A to Z challenge. It's kind of funny that it came up as a topic of conversation. And Q was interesting because we all started talking about other things other than The Quiet Place and Quick and the Dead. And so somebody mentioned Quiz Show. And I thought, oh, wow, that's a great pull. And then my buddy Joe goes, no, it wasn't Russ, my friend Russ. He's like, Quigley Down Under. Quigley Down Under. Yeah, Tom Selleck. A movie I don't think too many people have seen, but I think that's a pretty funny pick. If you actually owned Quigley Down Under, you could pull it. So there's a couple other funny cues out there, but Quiz Show, that's a good cue. Caveman saying, hey, what's your favorite movie to watch when you're feeling down? Oh, that's cool. You know what? It's funny. It probably still is. It would either be Ghostbusters or Back to the Future, just because the humor in that really lifts me up. The perfection of the pace really lifts me up. So yeah, those are really good for me. I like that. Ferris Bueller. I think it has to be kind of a comedy, that really, hits me in the feels, and all those movies do that. So I'd have to say, although yeah, and Back to the Future probably being the highest, just because I just love that film. I love everything about it's perfect. It's like the pace, the tone, the acting, the stories, cinematography, the car, the dog, Einstein, everything is just so spot on in Back to the Future. So if I had to grab one, that would be the first one. And if the downness was continuing, I just would keep going with comedies. Yeah, I think so. Young Frankenstein. Oh my God. That was my pick for why. That makes me laugh and smile all the time. Just, because it's Mel Brooks. It's sort of that farce, levity kind of thing that's just slightly over the top and sometimes really over the top. That's great. Great intro. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Love that intro. See, it's also like you have to try to figure out what music you're using. And I had to pick the music first, which is how I knew to slide in. Like when I slid in, I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna match, y'all. Good thing I didn't slip and bust my ass on the stove, which I was expecting to happen. Always when you're trying something funny, I'm like, watch this, slide and then face first into the stove. Love that intro. Thanks, y'all. Jerry, what's up? What's up, Jerry? Good to see you, man. Awesome, Huck. Thanks. Let's see. Very good intro. Oh, thanks, everybody. You guys are cool. Wait till you see the closer. Let's see. What's up, Jared? Everybody checking in. Jerry's the mom. How are you? I'm good. Or unless you're asking everybody else, I assume they're well as well. Doing great. Mara says, got 3 movies and a book today. Gotta stop ordering so much stuff. Or don't. Or just keep going. Because it feels good. See, that means you got a package in the mail that was for you. And you can open it and go, oh, my stuff is here. I haven't had stuff land on my doorstep in a couple of weeks. I'm getting twitchy, y'all. Got to do something to take care of that, take the edge off. Maybe I'll just go out and do a quick shop today. I don't know. Got to do something. That's not a good thing, right? My wife's going to watch. She's like, you don't need to have some sickness where you're going to have to go out and buy something to take the edge off. Or do I? Anyway, yeah, well, Merha, what did you get? What 3 movies and book? And was the book a film-related book, or was it some other awesome book? Let's see. Adrian says, what did you have for breakfast in What do I normally have? Well, so in the morning, I'm Mr. Mom. I'm Michael Keaton in the morning. I got to get my girls, get my wife and my daughter. They're both off to school. One's a teacher. One's, my daughter's 15. She's a student. And so I just have cereal. Like, I don't have time to mess around. And of course, I'm like Seinfeld. I love cereal. I love eggs and bagels and all that too, but we tend to do eggs and bagels. I'll do egg sandwiches. And having worked on like MasterChef and all these other shows, I pay attention to how they make like all these things really well. So like I make a really good egg sandwich. So anytime I say to my daughter who's like half asleep, I'm like, if you get up, I'm making egg sandwiches. Up, okay, like because I taught her to make it as well. I taught her how to make it, but she would rather me make it, of course. Like, who wouldn't want somebody else to make them breakfast? So yeah, so it's cereal, but I've got to get them out the door. So I'm making lunches. I'm like, I'm like Brady Bunch, holding the bags. Have a nice day, and they snatch the bags on the way out. So yeah, man, I got to take care of my girls, man. They have to be ready to go, and sometimes at that point, I haven't even eaten yet, and then that's why cereal's just quick and easy. So, but I do love, all kinds of good breakfast stuff, But in the morning, it's very hard. You can't be all whipping out bacon and sausage and all this like stuff that's got like lots to do, lots to clean when you're trying to get like everybody out for school. So that's the normal breakfast during the week, and the weekends are more adventurous. Is how we roll here. I'm doing good. What about you, Jerry? All right. Greetings all. Hey, the monkey. Did your friend get his internet fixed yet? Yes. Debating if it's worth going to Best Buy. Not a lot out here today. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Jerry. Here, we got the Elvis out, though, I believe. Christmas Vacation is probably my favorite Christmas movie, along with Die Hard. Absolutely, y'all. Yep. Heck yeah. I got my little stack in the corner. It's already like getting ready. I mean, it's because I left it there since last year. Yeah, I didn't know where to put my Christmas stuff. So it's behind that Columbia box set. Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, Die Hard, it's definitely a Christmas movie. Mm-hmm. I can prove it. The Ed Helms Vacation was just a different breed of humor. Yeah, it is. It is a totally different breed of humor. Like the original, we get the beautiful woman that Chevy is pining for. Yeah, after while Ed Helms one has her crash into another car. It was odd. Yeah, it was, but it made me laugh. I know the other one did have Christy Brinkley, so that's awesome. Both pairings are equally iconic. I just prefer younger versions. Nothing beats Stewart and Logan. Oh man, he was so. See again, this is like, not to keep harping on like comedies and comic book movies, but if Heath Ledger gets nominated as Joker, which was great, like how did Patrick Stewart not get nominated for Logan for the Academy Awards? He was unbelievable in Logan. God, he was so good. And when I watched it, I thought for sure, oh wow, that's at least a Best Supporting nomination. I don't know if he'll win, but he'll get that nominated. Nothing. Come on, Academy. That was lame. Yeah, Quiz Show on my list. Fantastic movie. It is. And I haven't seen it in a long time, but as soon as we started talking about Quiz Show on Q, I was like, I need to go see that again. It's been a while. Vacation movie with Ed Helms was forced. I thought unpleasant and unfunny. Well, all right. It was too slow. I had no idea what you're talking about. That and your European Vacation are bad. Well, there you go. See, that's why films are awesomely subjective, because yeah, I guess a lot of people see it that way, but maybe it was just like right frame of mind at the time with the person I saw it with. We were both laughing out loud for some reason. Sometimes when you're with a crowd that starts laughing, you laugh. Like I remember seeing Borat in the theater. I don't know how that plays not in a theater, but oh my God, like it hands down had to be one of the funniest movies I'd seen in the theater. I was laughing like out loud, just tears falling, because the crowd there was out of control. Like, and there was somebody that has like one of those laughs that's like, really loud, like, yeah, slapping his knee. And like every time that person would laugh, the audience would just laugh, like at them laughing at the movie. So yeah, that's what I think about films. It's kind of like the moment you see it, what is your mood? What is your tone? Who you're with? And for me, I just laughed at it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Now watch, I'll probably pop it back in and go, oh yeah, what? This isn't that funny because I'm seeing it by myself and it's not as funny. Caveman says, hey, Jet Runner and Tim. Tim's in, hey, Cave. The monkey says, hey, Huck, my pick for Q would be Quest for Camelot. Now, first, I thought you could say Quest for Fire. That'd be cool, too. A Quest for Camelot. Give it a watch with your daughter, Huck. I guarantee she will love it. Quest for Camelot, huh? All right. I'll have to search that one out. Stealing Home. We never need a good cry. Yeah. Choose. For me, I was like a Stars Born. Ken, I know you picked A Stars Born. For a good pick, because oh man, I was balling on that movie. I love that movie. I think the performances were across the board. Bradley Cooper was robbed of a nomination for that film. He was great, or a win. Back to the Future is a wonderful movie. We don't know what made Doc and Marty friends, though. Forrest Gump, I find perfect on all levels. Yeah, but you know what? I think it's one of those things you don't have to have everything handed. You just know that these two have an odd fondness for each other and a friendship it's like it's just it feels like they've known each other a long time, like he's almost like an uncle, like he's a friend of I would surmise that like his family would know Doc Brown, wouldn't you? Like anybody that Marty knows that well, it just feels like he would be a friend of the family, but maybe just doesn't come over very often because oh, Doc's a little odd, let's not have him over today. But it is kind of funny to think about, like a backstory. That'll be a prequel one day. Like they'll never try to remake it because it's too perfect. But like when we got Son of the Mask with Jamie Kennedy, I'm like, oh, it's not Jim Carrey. No. The monkey says, unless she wants to watch a Dino Show again. She's always up for a Dino Show again, man. Yeah. She loved that Camp Cretaceous, and it was good. We watched all 5, or was it 6? Well, whatever it is, we watched, 5, all seasons with her, and it was quite a good show. It was very well done. Just like even like the sound effects and stuff, they're all ported over from the Jurassic Park films. And it's funny because the dinosaurs looked more like dinosaurs, like realistic dinosaurs, and the people look cartoony. They're those animation, cartoon kids. And then the dinos, though, look a little bit, while still being slightly animated, they're way more real looking than the kids, which is kind of a funny choice. I got National Treasure 2 on Blue and 6 Days, 7 Nights on DVD. Yes, 6 Days, 7 Nights is in such bad need of a Blu-ray. I don't think we'll ever get a 4K, but I think they had Vudu sometimes has sales, on their digital codes, like $2.99, $4.99, something super cheap. And I went ahead and bought the digital for that movie because I wanted an upgrade in the picture, and that the digital one is an HD thing, so it looks a little bit better than the DVD. So I'm like, well, I mean, so that's there. So where's the physical copy? So yeah, so I think that's what's happening too. Same thing with like what was it? They Live. Alien Nation with Mandy Patinkin, James Gunn, RP James Gunn. That needs another, like a Blu-ray release. That feels to me like a good Shout Select or a Kino Lorber title. There's all these little, sort of cult classic things that aren't getting done. Like I'd love to have Heath from Serial at Midnight on here. He does so many things with Kino, and Kino puts out like just so many archival old movies, right? Like you really gotta love old movies. And Ken, I see sometimes on your physical media report that and coming out from Kino is and it's like 6 titles like most people would never buy because it's like occasionally you get and Remo Williams, like and everybody loses their mind. Remo Williams finally, which probably doesn't even hold up. It's probably not even that. I bought it too, haven't even cracked it open yet, but those other ones, those really older films that aren't even like the like James Stewart things or whatever. It's like the really obscure stuff that very few have heard of. All of those come out, and yet we're still missing some. Don't Tell Mom My Babysitter's is dead and stuff like that. We've all talked about. Forget that. I'm tired of talking about True Lies in the Abyss, whatever on those. I'm ready for some of the smaller, more intimate things to come out that we need. We need. So yes, I just snagged both National Treasures as well back when they were doing the buy two get one free. So I got those for pretty cheap, like about $5 each. Everyone in the chat right now, Huck waited until our show last night and to tell this insanely sweet story. Well, let's say I will hold the story because I have told it on here before. But for all those, 25 people now, if people want to hear the Keanu Reeves story, because I don't know if everyone here has heard it, just ask. And if I get 5 people that want to know the Keanu Reeves story, I'll tell it again because it's a good story. So there you go. No, Hook, you're dead, Thor. I am, right? I am dead, Thor. It's definitely not the real Thor. It's Thor. Oh my God, that's such a good scene in Adventures in Babysitting. That's the Thor I would be, but years later. LOL, I understand. But my son moved out, so now all the mail is for me. Yay! I got Stephen King's new book, Fairy Tale. Nice. And the Blu-rays are Men. Excellent. Mike Lee's Naked and April Fool's. Sweet! That's some nice takes there, girl. Love it. Let's see. Miss Caveman says, I'm currently eating an everything bagel, egg, Gouda sandwich. Oh, that's a good breakfast. See? So I wish I had that kind of time, like every morning, but I don't, man. I almost feel like I work at Starbucks because I gotta go. And now they make all that good stuff because half of it's pre-bagged. You just gotta warm it up. Wish I had stuff just pre-bagged. I could warm up. I got the Star Trek. Oh, you got the very good director's edition. Oh, coming on Friday. Couldn't order it on 4K without paying an arm and a leg for it. Oh, I know. So that is a really good box set, but it's like $83 now. Like they keep dropping the price a little bit, I think, because they realize, look, the swag that comes in that really isn't like, that's not an $83 box worth of stuff. It's just got stickers. The book isn't even that thick. It looks like maybe a pamphlet of 20 pages, maybe something like that. And then all these other little, just like paper things. And they're charging $80 for it. It's like, oh, come on, man. Like when you get like an Arrow thing, like with a True Romance or something, you get all the like lobby cards. Like the lobby cards are cool. Legend, man. You got, not only did you get the lobby cards, but you got photos in that as well. You got the poster, you unroll it, and the nice hard box. Like and those are only $32 or $30 if you get it like on that Arrow half price sale at Barnes and Noble. $30, and I think it blows away that Star Trek release. But until they put it out, I think I was talking to Ken about this. I think the reason they didn't put it out single is they want to sell as many of those boxes as they can, and then when those just start sitting on the shelf, I think there is a date scheduled for it. Then they'll release the single of it. Then people can get that. It's clearly a marketing ploy to Star Trek fans. They just want to get us. They said, "Oh, we'll get them here," and then they're going to want all 6 side by side. So then they'll also buy this. See, these people know about our sickness for IPs and how badly we got to have all of them. It's not fun. Not fun sometimes. April Fool's with Jack Lemmon. I want all his movies besides Johnny Depp. He is my favorite actor. Ooh, I like that. Nice. Nice. Tim says, I love with breakfast in movies and sitcoms. The mom will make this massive feast for a breakfast of the family. We'll come down, take a bite of toast, drink OJ, and go running out the door. I know. Thanks, Mom. Gotta go. I'll be like, sit your ass down. I just made this. You're running out here. Next time I'll wake you up at 6 a.m. Right? That's when you gotta lay your foot down. It's like, oh, it's because you're running late. I was up early. And that's what happens, man. Like, as the dad, as the parents, when my alarm goes off at 6, I'm like, oh, like it's tough to get up, but I get up, flip on all the lights, splash water in my face and go, all right, let's go. I got to make lunches, got to make my own breakfast, But dude, that is so funny. That is so true. And the table's all laid out and the spread. I don't know why I should be doing that like on a school morning. It's absolutely absurd. The realistic part of those moments is the kid running out the door, grabbing the toast, drinking and getting out the door, because that's how lazy kids are in the morning. The mom making a meal that big is the fake part, because there's just no way. There's no time to make that kind of breakfast in the morning. Oh my God, that's so funny, Tim. Not to sound mean, but Hugh didn't die. That definitely played into nominations for Heath, though he was amazing. You mean Patrick Stewart? Well, what do you mean Hugh didn't die? I was talking about Patrick Stewart not getting a nomination, not Hugh Jackman. Although Hugh Jackman was great as well, but Patrick Stewart was one I was saying. He hasn't been recognized by the Academy yet. But yeah, Heath. Although, yeah, I mean, like what I forget. Yeah, I guess Heath was nominated, and his win. I don't know, it could have been affected by that. But then if you use the same argument, it's like, well, then why didn't Chadwick Boseman win as well for a leading part? I mean, you get a lot of those posthumous moments. So I just think Heath did something no one's seen before in a comic book movie, like really turn Joker into something dramatic. Whereas, I guess Chadwick was just doing a really good acting dramatic performance. I don't know, but I haven't seen The Father. I think that was the one that Anthony Hopkins was the one he won for, and a lot of people have seen it and said he is amazing in that. And I even read something that Chadwick's family said, yes, he was amazing in that. So, you can't be bitter. We always want our favorites to win, and they don't always. Some don't even get nominated. Borat was very funny. Yeah, I'm telling you, in the theater, I was losing my mind over that Borat. Borat's getting a Funko. That's hilarious. Really? Very nice. Okay. Sexy time with my wife. Oh my God, Sacha Baron Cohen is one of my favorites. You can't help but laugh, even though sometimes you're embarrassed. You're laughing at something. So I know. And look, have you guys seen that new one that came out on Amazon Prime? With that girl. That girl is great too, by the way. Again, I'm not remembering it, but let's see. Borat subsequent movie film. Was that the one? Yeah. Like, so his sequel, and this is a long, like what, 2 decades or whatever since the first one. Maria Bakalova played his daughter. Oh my God. And she was hilarious. She was so dang funny. And I will definitely say there were moments in that Borat sequel that had me laughing as hard as the first one. There's just something like he just takes it really far. He just takes it to the point where you shouldn't. It's like, remember how I was saying, like, it's almost embarrassing. You're like, oh my God, I cannot believe they're doing that. But then you can't stop watching. I want to tell you guys the scene. Let's just say with his daughter there, it's like that time of month, and she has to do a song and dance number, and that's all I'm going to say. When you see it, it is shockingly hilarious. It's just like, and it's not just that. It's the people watching her in the movie that's also their faces are like, what is happening? Like, just looking at their dead faces is as hilarious as what this girl is doing. Guys, you got to see it. You got to see that. If not just for that scene, it's if you don't howl laughing, I don't know. I mean, that's crazy. Culture Training, what's going on, man? Hello. Michael says, did you see Zembek's new Pinocchio? I haven't seen it yet. Nope, not yet. Yeah, I don't know. I keep trying to not jump on the I heard. But yeah, it's like, I'll wait. I'm not in a hurry to see that. Like, it doesn't interest me all that much. It's like, Pinocchio just feels like, it's just like Disney digging back into their bag of tricks. It's like, all right, we're gonna make live action versions of everything. Lion King did great, although that's really not live action. It's just CG animals. But Beauty and the Beast and all these other live action versions are doing very well for them. So they're just like, instead of coming up with something fresh, let's just do a live action version. So, but I do love Zemeckis. I think Zemeckis is an underrated filmmaker who's not talked about very much. So with him at the helm and you got Tom Hanks. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it could still be bad, but maybe people just need something to hate. Those online trolls with their keyboards. They got to jump on, people's good times. Starborn is great, but for A to Z Challenge, I had a hard time wanting to grab dramas. Yes, while the movies may be better, if only get one each letter, I need super watchable for me. Yeah, and that was my thing too. Like when I picked the ones I picked, I wanted things that were very rewatchable, not too intense, which is kind of like why I wish I could get a redo on that Uncut Gems and pick like a Universal Monster box set, because that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm with you, Tim. And I knew you'd whip out some classics and some black and whites and Jimmy Stewart's, and that was super fun to watch. That's what I've been loving most about this challenge, is watching all the different points of view, what people like and pick and prefer, and yeah, it's just so good, so good. But yeah, guys, if you're a fan of Tim's, I'm just sorry. If you're a fan of Tim's, guys, get down there and hit the like button. Not for me, hit it for Tim. Hit it for everybody here. Hit it for Tony. Hit it for Mirha. Everybody, tap that like button. You guys don't know, but when we do these things, like it's labor of love. We don't get paid anything for doing these things. But if you hit that like, it's like giving me a penny every time. Not actually giving me a penny, but because it helps the algorithm in YouTube, it helps these things pop up so more people can see them and they can be entertained by them, and they'll see other things, and other people's channels benefit from that. So yeah, please get on down there and smack that like button, as everybody likes to say. We got 27 people in here and only 13 likes. Really? Is that it? Am I not so good? All right, well, whatever. I'll take 13. Tony's Movies and More. Hey, how's it going? It's going. JP3 good, baby. The hell was that last night? Come on, Tony. You guys with your Jurassic Park 3? I'm going to watch that. I have to check out that replay. I think it was at the pool party that night, talking about all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I gotta say, I hear it's legendary. I gotta see it. I'm gonna make it happen. Mira says, Michael, it wasn't bad. I don't want to spoil it, but there's a certain thing people can't accept, but in my opinion, it made the story better. So there you go. So I guess being a little, try not to spoil anything. It's nice. 6 days, 7 nights. Yeah, RIP and that's I watched that. We have a thing here. Every time we lose somebody we really care about, we go to the wall or we go to whatever, and we said let's see something to honor that person. So yeah, we watched 6 days, 7 nights after Anne Heche passed away. Although I don't like that to be a reason to go revisit a movie, but it is also nice. It's sort of like when a musician passes away too. Man, suddenly I just start binging their music. When David Bowie and Prince died, I couldn't stop playing that music in my car. It was just like I couldn't get enough. So it's nice to have a reason that's just not the most pleasing reason to revisit really good stuff, good movies, good music. But do it. I think it's a good honor for those artists, to go watch something they did that you like, that brings you joy. Oh man, the old stuff from Keanu is where they shine. Some of those movies are not released in a crazy long time. If they aren't released, they'll be forgotten. No, I totally agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. I'm just saying that the audience for those, I feel, is a way more niche audience. Like, I think you're definitely in that audience. I see you buying a lot of those. I think I'm sure Tony's probably got a lot of those as well. But, I think for every 5 really old, potentially forgotten movies, like maybe one should be something we've heard of. I mean, I say that from my point of view. Obviously, Tim, if you've heard of all those movies and you got to have those too, that's cool. I don't have the knowledge of, although I've been getting very, I've been weaning myself onto a lot of these older, films that are pre-50s, certainly pre-60s. And that's been a lot of fun. It's been great. Certainly the great introduction to a lot of the Hitchcock movies did a number on me for getting that going. Because I started with the really old stuff. Got Rebecca in there too. Rebecca, that was such a good movie. Yeah, I think that was the 4th one I watched. Rebecca, so I went North by Northwest, Rear Window, Rope. Thought all those were perfect, and then I watched Rebecca, which I found for $1, a Criterion of Rebecca for $1. I'm like, that's a Hitchcock movie. I know it's on DVD, but I'll play that in the bedroom because I usually try to play DVDs on the OLED because they don't look as great. But in the bedroom, it's just a normal HD TV with a Blu-ray player. So that was great. Anyway, Heath gave his life for this role. How many others can say that? Heath will always be the best for me. There you go. Long R.I.P. Keith. Tell the Keanu story. All right. Tell the story. Tell it again. Oh boy. Do I count? Tell the story. All right. Want to hear it? Keanu. Wow. All right. See what you did there, Eddie? You created a Keanu Reeves tidal wave. Oh, wait. Before I start, this is wow. Look what I see down here. My good friends at Fans of Something have hit me up with a super chat. And for that, oh, wait, hold on. Let's just let's get this up because I want it clean. I want you to get this clean, my friend. All right, ready? For your generous contribution, I give you this. That's right. I was playing along. That's for you, man. Oh, thank you. That's too kind, man. Too kind. Yeah, I made that. I had to make a little something special for anybody that drops a couple of bucks in the old Huck's pocket. Call them Huck bucks. I don't, but it sounded funny. All right, so let's see. I should make sure I have the thing tagged. Okay, yeah. All right, so we'll come back to here. Brian, there. All right, tell the Keanu Reeves story. All right, so the Keanu Reeves story. Here we go. So, hold on. This is a good one. Okay. So, back in the 90s when they were making Speed, I was working in Venice, California, and there's a place called Main Street. And they put signs out to all the shops there that says, hey, tomorrow there's going to be an explosion out on the street, so don't freak out. It's a movie being filmed. That's all they told us. So I think everyone just kind of forgot about it. I'm working, I'm editing something, and I just hear kaboom, this huge explosion. It shook the windows. I'm like, oh my God. And then I looked at my boss. I'm like, oh, is today the day they're blowing something up? So we all run down to Main Street. And what I see is Keanu Reeves running in the street looking at a bus that's on fire. So if you guys remember the scene, it's his buddy, that bus driver's like the older dude, and Keanu says, I'm going to go back. I got to go. He went back into in fact, that cafe that is called the Firehouse. So we eat there all the time. He goes in there to pick up his coffee and his scone or whatever he was grabbing. And as he went back in, his buddy explodes, and it's when he drops in. He goes running out on the street. And that's the scene we were watching a couple of times. I'm like, oh, holy shit, that's Keanu Reeves running down my street. Awesome. And we just kept watching, over and over. It was just too cool. So when everything kind of died down, they get on the horn, like, everybody get out of here. You're staring. We don't want you in the background. I'm like, huh? Like watching and staring. So we all go back. And then later that night, could have even been the next night, we all go because they stuck around Main Street for a couple of days, probably to do pickups and stuff. So we go to the bar that night, and freaking Keanu Reeves is in the bar, just hanging out. And we're all, at our table. He's like 6 of us or something like that. And this girl's so awesome. She was, she's like one of these super social butterflies, can go up and talk to anybody. Does not matter who it is. And she's like, you know what? I think he needs to come sit with us. I'm going to go see if Keanu Reeves wants to come hang out with us. I'm like, girl, ain't no way Keanu Reeves is just going to get him come hang out. She's like, just one of these goes over there, chats for I swear to God, 10 seconds. He stands up. I'm like, oh my God, is this happening? And it just so happened that the only empty chair was right here and next to me. So Keanu Reeves sits right next to me in this chair. And I'm like, this is awesome. And we're all just having drinks and, like an hour, I forget how long, but it goes by, but we're all just sitting and chatting and having a good time. And it's super fun. And he's everything you hear was what I experienced that night. So if he was like an a-hole, I'd be like, oh, well, everybody says he's cool, but he was an a-hole. Nope. He was absolutely lovely. I said this on the Fans of Something last night. I got my man crush real quick right then and there on Keanu Reeves. Not going to lie. I was like, oh, man, this guy is so cool. And on Bill and Ted's like Bogus Journey was coming out, and he does this thing with Alex Winter where they go, excellent, and they do this little thing with their hands. And I had seen on MTV, Pauly Shore tried to pull that move with Keanu, and he goes, he does this hand like this, and Keanu goes, dude, no, I don't do that with anybody but Alex Winter. That's our thing, man. Totally disses him on TV. I was like, Pauly Shore got dissed. So, but he was sitting right next to me, and after a couple of liquid courage drinks, I'm like, all right, we'll try. I'm like, hey, Keanu, I throw my hand out like this, and he goes, and he does the head, the Bill and Ted head, and he went, and he totally like does the excellent thing with me. I swear I didn't wash my hand for like a week. I was like, no way. We laughed. I just thought that was funny. So I got to excellent with Keanu Reeves. He signed a napkin that God knows where it is. I have his autograph somewhere in all this. I've been moving. I mean, what was that, 90s? So 20 something years. I do not know where that thing ended up. I feel like it's in my possession somewhere, but he signed a napkin that says Keanu to my bogus buddy Brian, Keanu Reeves, because Bogus Journey was about to come out. So I was like, oh. So, the memories here, that's it. That's my Keanu Reeves story. And then like a total, this is when I knew I had too much to drink. As I'm leaving, like the exit door, Keanu is like out, like paying, I don't know, paying for his bill or something. It's like, I want to say two, but because I had such a man crush going, I think there was a girl with him, but I do not recall. That's all I'm going to say. I do not recall, except for maybe at the very end. I feel like he was standing next to like somebody, but again, don't recall. All I know is like a total idiot, like standing at the door. I'm like, Keanu, yeah. And I totally do the guitar, and he does the guitar back. I'm like, you need to go home, Hug. You need to just, you need to call it a night, go home, sober up. But yeah, so there you go. That is the Keanu Reeves story that the Huckster got to actually happen one night. And oh my God, it was epic. So that, I may have told it in a broader sense. This is probably the best I've told the story, but there you go. So we told it last night on Fans of Something, and here it is. So that's the Keanu Reeves story, ladies and gentlemen. One and done, but still, I've never bumped into him again. I wish that was back in the day so bad. We had our phone, so I could be like, hey, like, oh, I'll take a picture with Keanu. Oh, how I wish. But, it's all in here. Sadly, memories fading, but nope, not that memory of Keanu. Hell no. So there you go. That is the Keanu Reeves story. Which opinion? I did not watch that trailer yet. I've been sort of waiting on those D23 things. Haven't seen it. Let's see. Hey, Mika, what's up? Just finished the meeting. Stop by to say hi. Well, hello. Maybe you just caught wind of my Keanu story. Tim says, Monkey, he was incredible. I mean, no way denying that. Just saying his death definitely played into the nomination. Yeah. And there it is again. Thank you again, my friend, for that super chat. You're super, man. You're super. Sorry, missed. Which actor? I just heard you saying Logan. Oh, yeah, Patrick Stewart. I was saying how Patrick Stewart, should have been nominated. Anyway, old news. Gaiman says, can you buy a series movie set, Rogue One, Empire Strikes Back? Can you bust a series? Oh, can you bust it up and then take the thing out that you want? Yeah, sure. Look, like I said, the challenge is just there. Pick something A to Z. And if you want to cheat and just pick the set, pick the set. If you don't want to, like Tim didn't take the cheat, bonus points. That's right here. I'm giving them to you right now. Bonus points. He didn't pull anything like that. Well, although I thought you would, Tim. I honestly thought when you hit E that you would have picked that Evil Dead box set. Because if you saw my video, I kept pointing to it. Like I had to lose a box set to get a couple of other box sets. So, and that would have been a way to get Evil Dead 2, and all the Ash versus Evil Dead TV series. So that would have been an excellent cheat. And I really thought for sure if you even only used one cheat, it was going to be for doing that box. But you didn't, so kudos to you. But yeah, Caveman, do whatever you need to do to get those movies A to Z. Let's go. Mama Blu-ray, good morning, sunshine. How are you? I'm always happy to see you in my chats. Miha says, yes, Borat 2 is great too. And the girl's fantastic. Just watched the Brothers Grimsby with my son and the elephant scene. Jeez, don't know if you see. I haven't seen that yet. Should I see Brothers Grimsby? Okay. Because if you're like hyping it up like that girl, the dance scene, I may have to see it. Have you seen Sasha's Who is America? No, have not seen that yet either. There's a lot of Sasha. I think I'm just oddly focused on the Borat stuff. Although he did the one, what was the dictator? Yeah, wasn't as big of a fan of that one. Zemeckis and Hanks are the reason I checked out Pinocchio. They didn't disappoint. No, not their best, but definitely not bad. Oh, that's good. See, there you go. Again, as we've said earlier, with me loving Vacation, the beauty of film is it's subjective. I love that she's found it not bad. Didn't love it, but not bad. So it's just one of those things. If you guys want to see Pinocchio, just go check it out. See if you like it. Huck, I'm busy. I said, Larry, hey, Larry, what's going on? I'm busy this morning, but thought I'd pop in and say, hey, well, hey there real fast. Personally crushed that like button when I got here. You are so cool, man. Thank you for crushing that button. What we got? We got 16 with the thumbs and 25 watching. Come on, guys. Let's just get to 20. Just get over here and click it. Just give me 20. Just give me 20, man. That'll make my day. Hey, Tony, and fans of something. Fans of something, you kind of make me laugh when you're like, FOS. Oh, that could lead to something like fans of. Like how you gave yourself your own trash talk last night. Like, oh, you know what? We might watch out for that. So, you never know what comes up in a live. Cody says, good morning, Huckster. Good morning. Hope all is well. We lost a legend today. Oh, Jean-Luc Godard. Okay. I didn't hear that yet, but R.I.P. I don't even know if I have any Godard movies in my collection. I bet Tim does. Tim, you got any Jean-Luc Godard movies? I feel like you do. I feel like you even mentioned one. It sucks when a film star or musician passes away. I watched Furious 7 recently, and it's still hard to believe Paul Walker's gone. Paul Walker, Robin Williams are two that hit me the hardest. Yeah, same. Robin just shocked me. This was absolutely insane. So I was on vacation with my family. My friends were watching our dog. And so, this vacation, we were totally disconnected. No phones or internet. Wasn't keeping up with the world, as you shouldn't. Just enjoy your vacation, enjoy your life, and then come back to reality when you're all done. And Robin Williams had just passed away, and I had no idea, no clue. And when we came in, my daughter just sort of did this weird thing. She was like real little at the time, like 7. And she runs on the couch and kind of like sits on her head. And you guys see where I'm going with this? Because that's what Mork did when Robin Williams played Mork on Mork and Minnie. He would sit on his head as a way of sitting down. And of course, it just popped in my head. I'm like, no. And I just did that because that made me laugh. And my friend looks at me and goes, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? No. Like, I'm just right in his face. I'm like, Mork. And then he realized, he goes, oh, you didn't hear? I'm like, as soon as people said you didn't hear, instantly I'm like, what? And that's when he said Robin Williams passed away. I was like, oh, I was crushed, man. I'm like, no. There are ones you just don't ever want to hear. You want him to live forever. And Robin was that, man. That was crushing on that one. Tim says, what's your favorite monkey film? Monkey saying for Tim, what's his monkey and what's mine? It's my favorite monkey film. Well, look, I've always been a hardcore Planet of the Apes fan. So, I mean, I know there's good monkey movies out there. And I know there's King Kong. I love that as well. But I don't know. There's just, when I was especially a kid growing up and this would come on TV, that first 1969 Planet of the Apes with the great makeup effects. I think John Chambers did the makeup for that stuff. I want to say Dick Smith did the prototype and then Chambers did it. But anyway, so I would have to say the first Planet of the Apes movie. But does that count? Is that a monkey movie though? Because it's like humans as monkeys. So, but I mean, yeah, they are monkey. So I would think that would fall into the monkey movie. If not, if it has to actually be a monkey, then maybe I'll go King Kong. Tony says, hey, Laren. Let's see. Strangers on a Train is my favorite Hitchcock. Really recommend it. That wasn't in my box set, so I got to track that one down. Yes, too freaking cool. Speed, man. Right? Yeah. I'm telling you, that's such a sweet story. I love that. I still can't believe that happened. That girl, what a rock star. She's like, hey, Keanu. I don't even know what she said. It's like an enigma. She just gets up and comes over. I was like, oh, wow. So, yeah. You're welcome. There you go. See, yeah. So you gave me that $5, man. That's I gave you the best Keanu Reeves story I could throw out there. Let's see. She says, wow, that's amazing to hear. He's a really nice guy. People say he is a lucky guy. I definitely consider myself lucky to have had that interaction with Keanu. And that's that lush. That was that luscious 90s Keanu with that speed look. And you know what I'm talking about. I hadn't heard that story before. Great stuff. Like, oh, cool. Thanks. Well, there you go. See, people asked for it. Huckster had to deliver. There it is. Now you have my Keanu Reeves story for all time. Wait a minute. Keanu was filming Speed before Bogus Journey was in the theaters. Let's see. Bogus Journey was 91 and Speed was 94. Was filming Speed before. No, I don't think he was filming before. I probably it came out like in a twisty turny thing. So Bogus Journey had already come out. Yeah, I probably said because it was coming out. But yeah, that's why he wrote, I think, To My Bogus Buddy Brian. So Speed was being shot in, she was like a year or two before. I forget exactly what year that was, but it was definitely either 93 or maybe late 92 or something like that. So Bogus was pretty fresh. And I think that's why he wrote To My Bogus Buddy Brian. So to clarify that, I think that's why that was written on the napkin. Excellent story, dude. So cool. Yeah, it was very cool. Gotta go and finish editing your A to Z video. Well, get it. Talk to you soon. Bye. Cannot wait to see your pics. Let's see. The monkey says at Michael, that's very bogus of you. Don't correct the hug, man. I know. You know what I was trying to say. If I forgot my time frame mixed up, what I was trying to say, the Bogus Journey. He didn't do this with, the thing. Yeah, come on now. When you're telling a passionate story, you just tell the story. You're not paying attention to, time checks and all that. You're just talking from the heart. It's because I was in love, y'all. Keanu was just warming my heart. I can't think straight. Can't ask me to be rational when I'm talking about Keanu Reeves. That's right. Yeah, Brothers Grimbley is Sasha's too. Yeah, I got to check that out. Oh, yeah, I figured it was on a train. R.I.P. Monsignor Godard. We'll watch Breathless later. Oh, yeah, KB, I think you were the one that had a Godard, right? On your A to Z? Because I know I heard somebody mention something about Godard recently, and I think it was during an A to Z challenge. Hey, 4K Lornell, morning Huckster. Morning mug time. Heck yeah, it is. Or from Merha, it is an evening cocktail. Or she's also got a coffee going as well. So it's an evening mug for her. Agree, Huck, when I saw the first Planet of the Apes, and especially as the ending as a kid. Oh, yeah, I mean, come on. I love how the ending, it's just so iconic now that the marketing people just slap it on the cover of the DVD, and you're like, huh. You're literally giving away the ending of the film on the cover of the movie. Wow. I mean, I get it. I get at this point, you're just saying everyone that buys this film knows the ending, but I mean, come on. Come on. You might as well just, what was it? You might as well put the Crying Game right there on the cover. I know. It's pornographic, but go ahead, ruin it. Go ahead, just put it right on the cover. Ruin it. Wouldn't that be great? We just have like covers that ruin movies, right? And just like, what would be the worst cover? It's be a good conversation for a show. Like, what would be the worst cover for a movie that the marketing department is idiots and either unbeknownst to themselves or they just think it's clever, but it ruins the entire movie? What would that be? Yeah, I think it'd be kind of a funny conversation. Planet of the Apes is 16. You know what? All right, fine, encyclopedia man. You got IMDb up, Michael. Come on, I'm trying. I'm riffing. When you're riffing, you get some things wrong. Do you remember Planet of the Apes TV series? Yes, I do, and I will not give you the year it came out because apparently I'll get it wrong. Yeah, the Planet of the Apes TV series only ran one season. I have that on DVD. And I liked it, but it was slow. Like even when I watched it back then, I felt like it was slow. And watching it now, it's a slow watch. It's got that 70s pace. But yeah, I remember that. I really like Rampage with The Rock. Awesome theater experience. Yeah, I just picked that up. They had at Big Lots. They had buy two get one free, and that was one of the ones I snatched. Oh, I think I forgot to post a video on that. I have to look into my archive and post that, I think. Miss Caveman says, 2008, my mom and I met Tony Shalhoub. Nice. at the MoMA in New York City. After we geeked out and told him how much we loved Monk, my mom took her geek mode to the next level and told him not to straighten any paintings. That's awesome. Let's see. Did I gotta check something. Hold on here. Put a star by you there. Did I upload a certain pic? Not yet. So I mentioned briefly, I don't know if you guys why is it that I have a friend of mine had a screening. We went to a screening on Saturday night. It was so cool. It's called Red Tide Massacre, and it's this horror movie, and it feels like a really like one of those 80s type flicks, you know, with the monster and all that jazz. And it was a good time. So when we went out afterwards, it was a rap party afterwards, and for some reason there was like Ghostbusters out in the front, and you go inside, there's a girl dressed as Star Trek Andorian, but she was from the animated show that's on now called Lower Decks, which I noticed from her outfit. I said, Lower Decks. She's like, you're the first person to know that I'm from Lower Decks. I'm like, girl, you're wearing the Lower Deck costume. She's like, so yeah, you know, you nerd out. So while I was there, there was a super producer floating around. I'll tell you another quick story. So I saw this guy, and I'm like, that's Ilya Salkind. I'm pretty sure that is Ilya Salkind. I said that to my friend Russ. And he's like, I don't know, you thought this other guy earlier was makeup guy Tom Savini. I'm like, yeah, but that guy looked like Tom Savini, but wasn't. But that guy is Ilya Salkind. And if you don't know who the Salkinds are, they are the producers who made Superman the movie and those Three Musketeers movies back in the 70s, but it's Superman the movie. And so he got up to go to leave, and I was like, hey, man, this is my chance. I think he's leaving the party, so I'm just going to do one of these accidental, hey, man, how you doing? So I sort of caught up to him at the door, and then he stopped at the door. I'm like, oh, hey, you looking for something? You know, I'm trying to help him out, right? And he goes, yeah, I'm looking for food. I saw that you had food and stuff. I'm like, oh, there's a food truck. Here, I'll show you right where it is. See, that's how you get in. You do a kind thing. So I literally walk him to the food truck, and then I do one of these double takes. Are you Ilya Salkind? And he's like, Ilya Salkind. And he's like, yes, I am. I was like, oh my God. I have to tell you from the heart, I patted my heart, how much Superman the movie means to me. That movie growing up was just a special part of my life. I saw it so many times in theater, and then I gushed on and on and on about Superman the movie. And then he gets really interested. He's like, puts his hand on my shoulder, and he goes, in fact, here's the photo I got to take with him right here. There it is, y'all. That is Ilya Salkind, executive producer of Superman the movie. There we are outside, just having a good time. It looks like he could be my uncle or something, right? Kind of like same hair color, skin tone. I'm like, what's up, Uncle Ilya? So, yeah, I told him how much Superman the movie was, and he asked me, how old were you when you saw the movie? And I was like, I was 12. And he goes, that is the perfect age to see the movie. That's what, and he just goes on like how, like I was at that sweet spot and does this exactly what they were shooting for. And so it was awesome. So I got to meet Ilya Salkind. So if you don't know who that is, there he is. He's an awesome producer. So yeah, man, I'm just, it's like story day with the Huckster. Sit down and tell a story. No good art in my A to Z, but Breathless is a great movie. All right. Dang it. I heard it somewhere. Maybe it wasn't even in an A to Z. It was just a talk about good old movies. Huck, please do a video of that idea. Okay. Oh, about like bad. Yeah. I think, you know what? Hang on. Got my Pop Culture Cafe book here. Let's see. That is pretty funny. All right. Bad covers that ruin movies. Oh my God, this could be hilarious. Who wants to do a live with me? We should get a few people on here and just, oh my God, that would be hilarious. Ken, who's in? That'd be fun. Paul Walker would have been 49 yesterday. Oh, Monkey movie, Clint Eastwood, Turn Left, Clyde. Yeah, those Clint Eastwood movies. Those were huge hits for him too. People thought, starting with a monkey, but Every Which Way But Loose, man. That was a monster comedy hit for him. Everyone who agrees, type 1 in the chat. I'm not sure where we are in that discussion there. Maybe it's to do the covers. So, yes, if that's the covers, I will type a 1 in there as well. I'm a user of IMDb, but I remember this too. You are very good. You have a very good encyclopedic brain, my friend. Give you that. Bruce as a ghost on the cover of the yeah, or it should just be like a cartoon bubble. Haley Joel Osment saying, "I see dead people," and he's like pointing at Bruce. Oh my God! See, we're off to a great start here, huh? I'm gonna give you credit for that one. That is hilarious. There's bound to be some people in the younger generation who don't know the ending. Yeah, I mean, seriously. I mean, certainly people growing up who weren't in the moment of when that was popular don't know. They're just not going to know. It's not like people talk about that right now. I think the one thing that could just still potentially be ruined is, Luke, I am your father. But now if they're watching it in order, there's no surprise. They're going to know. So the only way it's a surprise is if you start people with 4, 5, 6. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be really fun. Good luck. I quit every time with someone with furry arms in a car. Yes. Typo. Pick. I know. I met Tom Savini. A photo with him on Facebook. Yeah. See, and look, Tom Savini, right? He's kind of a big dude. He's got like that black goatee, right, and kind of like long hair, right? If that's what I've seen. Now I'm just gonna. Here, I'll just show you guys. Let's see. I'm sad. There. Yeah. See, that's exactly what that guy looks like. So here, in case you guys don't know, here, I'll share my screen. This is why I thought. Hang on, almost there. Here we go. Share the screen. Yoink. All right. So there, that's Tom Savini with the mustache and the goatee and stuff. Come on. And that's who I thought was at the screening because it was a horror movie. I thought, oh, he did the monster makeup effects, and it was not him. But the guy I was looking at did look just like that guy. So, to my credit, it wasn't like I looked at somebody who completely didn't look like him and said, it's Tom Savini. I have a photo. That's awesome. That is awesome. Never heard of this executive producer who made Superman. Well, I mean, it's the Salkinds, the Ilya and Alexander Salkind, whose names are on the front. If you watch Superman, it says, Ilya and Alexander Salkind, or Alexander, because Alexander was the dad. So, but yeah, it's not that. And after that, of course, they did all the Supermans with Christopher Reeve and then other things. But I would think after the 80s, they didn't have much of a prominence, so to speak. But yeah, Salkinds, man, they were big in the 70s. They did the Three Musketeers movies, with all those, the guy from Logan's Run. I met someone I fathered a child with. Well, all right then. Keep that a secret. I saw Superman at 10. Was that not the perfect? That's also, yeah, I think that's what he was asking. It's just, were we kids at that time? 10, 11, 12, 13, in that little, 9, that kid age is what he was shooting for. And so when I came in there at 12, he was just like, yep, that's it. That's that age bracket that they were. You're a stickler for detail, aren't you, Michael? It's got to be 10 or 12. Yeah, I meant, in that bubble of being young. But that's what he said. He said that was the perfect age. But I don't think he meant specifically 12. Psycho, Anthony Perkins in a wig. Right? Like with the knife, Oh, God. See, here it goes. You're good. You're good at this. Okay, you got to stop. These are too good. Adrian, you saw it when you were 8. Did you love it? Was it super special? Michael's 1. It's all right. Let's see. I'll be up for that live. All right. This is very funny. Emmett. Oh, what are my thoughts on the Saw movies? Saw movies aren't my jam. That's just not my cup of tea when it comes to horror. I saw the first Saw, and it was good. Like, I was like, okay, cool. I saw it. But like Saw, Hostel, things like that. I mean, whatever, torture porn. It has its place. Obviously, a lot of people like those things, but you're not going to see me buying the Saw box set. I'm not even going to get the first Saw. I don't need to see that again. Carrie Elvis was great. Loved it. Poor guy at the end. Oh, see, there you go at the end. Although I feel like I've seen a cover of Saw where it's just a foot in a shackle. Wouldn't that be great? Like, it's just his foot in a shackle. Saw. I'm like, Oh my God, this is hilarious. I can't wait. We got to dive on this, y'all. This is good stuff. All right, come on. We got 22 watching, 18. Can we hit that 20? Are we not going to make it to 20 today? I'm gonna be real sad. Everybody, and when you see this on replay, I need you to hit that like button. I just want to get to 20. It's not a big number, but you saw with the foot. Let's see. Whoops. Let's see. Stickler for details. In Finnish, we call that. Yeah, for real. I was 8 when Superman came out. That's good too. Oh, they said I saw the 1. Oh, 1 meaning I got to do the thing. See, there's 1, there's 8, there's ages. Everything's coming out at once. Let's see. Huck, that cover would be epic. I have the perfect thumbnail image. Return of the King with religion on the cover. It says, have you seen Cobra Kai season 5? Yeah, we mentioned that. I got my Cobra Kai shirt on. Started binging it last night. I got into 3 episodes. Love Cobra Kai. When I saw the first season of that, I was like, oh my God. I don't know why. I just thought it was like the greatest show ever. I was like, this is something I never knew I needed. And then so I binged seasons 1 and 2 before season 3 came out. And because I hadn't seen it at all, the timing was perfect because by the time I finished season 2, like 2 weeks later, season 3 was coming out. So it was like this perfect, ready to go. And oh yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. Dig me some Cobra Kai. Aragon. Yeah. All right. So that's going to be fun. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I got something coming up I got to be ready for. Can you, your version of Cave? Oh, my caveman for you. Okay. Captain Caveman. There you go, guys. That is a throwback to the 70s, 80s TV classic Captain Caveman. So there you go. Did I do that? Did I do that justice for you, Caveman? Let's see. Remember, oh my God, that typo is out of control. Something, Pinocchio. I'm going to say, remember the honest kids miss Pinocchio. That's as close as I can get. Are you just raking your hand across the keyboard, just like Pinocchio? That's kind of what that looked like. I spoke to Ralph Macchio once, involving with working with Joe Pesci. Oh yeah, sweet. Ralph Macchio, he's awesome. All right, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. You guys, thank you so much for coming out today. Again, go back and see Fans of Something in the show. Here it is. This is the show we did together. I'll even give you the thumbnail. There it was, number 7. We're hanging out, had a good time. Please get out and see that. Also, if you're in the mood, take the A to Z challenge. You can join me and all these other cats who have done it so far. I know there's been a few more since making this thumbnail, but it's a lot of fun, guys, to challenge yourself with it. And I think you would all do fantastic. So I want to thank you all for coming by the morning mug this morning. I even shot this morning a quick closer for you guys. So here it is. Oh, and thank you again to Fans of Something for the generous super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you. And everybody showing up today. And here is my new closer. Smash that like. I have 19. I need 20. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.